Hello, it's me. You know, I've never actually heard that song. It's just like such a funny joke at this point. I feel like I know all about it, but I don't. This is gonna be a get ready with me. I'm asking you to get ready with me. Get my makeup on with me. Okay? Will you do that, please? I already have eye makeup on, obviously. Thanks to Amber Rose Oatman. I'll link her below. But anyway, so very briefly, we're gonna be doing, for foundation, Fenty Beauty's new Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation in 310. Yes, it looks light as anything, but guess what? It oxidizes just like the other one. And I finally found my shade. I think I was like doing 330 or something like that before, and it didn't work. I had to buy a lighter shade. It's actually right back here, Lancome, to make it work. Then I did primer with the ColourPop's All-Star Matte Blur Primer. It's not my favorite, but it works with some things. It just doesn't work with everything. A lot of creasing and blotchiness with some foundations. What else is important in here? I'm using the Instant Retouch Setting Powder by Fenty Beauty as well in Honey. It's a very orange tone, so beware of that. Cashew is like the next one up, but to me it was like a little bit too light, or like without a yellow tone in it. So what I do is I have ColourPop's No Filter Setting Powder in Banana. That's another thing I'm gonna use. I don't remember the name of this brand. Let's see if it's in here. It's not. I didn't get it from Sephora. You can get these anywhere. The reason why I picked this one out of all the other ones is because this is actually made in the USA or Australia or both, and all the other ones are made in China. And I like to support things that are made in America. Let's not get into politics and those things. Anyway, so I was gonna do some opinions of mine on the beauty community, because doing things of beauty. Where am I? 2 minutes and 31 seconds? Okay. I made notes because when I'm stressed, which is what I am right now, I'm trying to de-stress, that's why I'm doing this video. Sometimes I just like can't think straight and I forget, and I just need a little bit of help. And I'm also a Capricorn. We're insane and always have to have organization when it comes to these types of things. So I don't know if these opinions are going to be unpopular or not, but they are opinions nonetheless. Okay, so I'm primed up, moisturized. This, one of my unpopular opinions, by the way, is that Victoria's Secret beauty products are still bomb. Like, you would think that they've just completely fallen off in every aspect, and they do have crappy products, like beauty products, but their pink line, there's a lot of good stuff there. And then they have these insane sales because I guess nobody cares about them anymore, and you get steals and deals. Like, I have very sensitive skin, and this coconut oil hydrating body lotion, I can put it all over my body, all over my face, and moisturize it so well without doing anything else terrible to it. And I have a couple of other things like that from Victoria's Secret, so go them. Yeah, that's my opinion of mine. Now, the first thing. Okay, if we're going to be talking about the beauty community and YouTube, it wouldn't be a discussion without Jeffree Star. Now, as far as his content and things like that, to me it's hit or miss for the most part. But I do think he's one of the better, more entertaining makeup artists, beauty gurus, whatever you want to call it, on this platform. I feel like his like, welcome back to my channel thing is some kind of like psychological hypnotic thing that kind of gets you in this weird zone, and then the rest of the video is very what people are looking for when they're looking for a makeup channel, minus the good tips, because he just talked about other stuff a lot, or promotes his products. I don't hear a whole lot of tips in his recent stuff, but the bottom line is it's a very like meditative, like you can kind of zone out and listen to stuff because of his super fake like LA voice and crap like that. The thing I don't like about him is that he is freaking trash in every other way. Like, let's put it this way. When I was like 17 and I started hanging out in the city, I basically got adopted by a group of like ex-neo-Nazi type characters, right? So I am not one of those people who just like holds grudges against racist remarks or racist people forever and ever and just like never let it go. I do feel like for some reason Jeffree Star is still racist trash. And I don't know if it's just because of he has like a problem with black people or like an issues with race. I just think that he's just a very like angry person and just like very unhappy inside. And I remember growing up, once I moved to my current state of Atlanta,
Georgia,
I was very bitter and sad and angry. And I took that out on my family, my loved ones, everybody. I hated everybody and everything. And I feel like even with all the money he's gotten, all the success, all his Birkin bags, he is still this like trifling ass, mean person who has to like say mean shit all the time or something. I don't know. He's just still freaking trash, you know? Like I said, his content is still pretty appealing. And I remember recently he said something like the beauty community is dying, like the beauty community as we know it. And you just can't wait for other people to come and be like around. I kind of hope he goes with it. Although I will say that I wouldn't say he's earned his spot in this YouTube community. I do feel like he's kind of worked something out. He has more like a partnership with Google/YouTube to reign on this. Like he's an asset. He's one of their assets and they're willing to invest in their asset at all times, you know, and that's why he can keep getting away with stuff that other beauty gurus can't. They've just already invested too much in him. And he's been in this game for a very long time, which I didn't know. I didn't know that he was like a MySpace celebrity or whatever the hell back 1,000 years ago. No clue. So anyway, another opinion I have, and this is kind of going along with Jeffree Star and his content. If you look at his content, like his comments under his content, I just started watching him. I've always just been like, he is trash. Like I just had a horrible vibe from him. Then when I heard about the racism crap and like I saw that stupid video he made in his like red, white, and blue like weird ensemble, like I was just like, oh, I knew it. I knew he was a piece of shit for some reason. When you look at his comments, it's just people worshiping him. It's never about what he did in the video. It's never about the subject. It's just like, oh my God, you and Nathan are so perfect for each other. Or, oh my God, you were the best. Or they like hang on to some dumbass thing he said in the video. What was it? Like irked my soul. It was when he and Shane Dawson were doing the Kylie skin review and he said something like, my skin feels basic or I feel basic. And some commenter was like, that is the most iconic freaking, line I've ever heard in my life. I'm paraphrasing. And it was like, really though? That was iconic? Like people just kiss his ass. Drama channels, just every freaking body. And like slowly but surely, everybody has like done far less horrible things than Jeffree Star. But like he's still somehow like almost unscathed, except he can't get into Sephora still, except through Benefit, which is like a trash ass brand now. They were cool like maybe 10 years ago or whenever they first came out for like 5 minutes. But yeah, like it's just very sketchiness. But you know who's also sketchy is my next opinion? Jackie Aina. I am not into her even a little bit. At least I can watch Jeffree Star videos. I can space out and zone out and watch me some Jeffree Star. I realized I was able to do that. Like I said, maybe it's because of that hypnotic thing he does. But I mean, Jackie Aina does a hypnotic like, I'm sure that's some weird psychological thing too that like, you know, top content creators, like mainstream content creators instructed or advised her to do as a part of like some kind of spell to get people interested. And even though that does kind of get me sucked in for a second, like not even 2 seconds later, I'm like, I can't do this. Like there's something evil and creepy about Jeffree, but there's also something like extremely strange about Jackie Aina. I'm not gonna get any further into it. God, I have a pimple and like I wanna pop it, but like it's gonna be really bad. I got this tool. Where'd it go? I think I tried to hide it from myself, so I stopped messing with it. Oh, no, here it is, from Tweezerman. Tweezerman's an excellent brand. Like this, I think it's like some old school German brand, but it's sold everywhere. God, look at my hair. It's supposed to be some kind of like pimple popping thing, but I like went crazy with it earlier, and I could not get the pimples to like leave my face for like a month. Like it was just so, I just destroyed my skin, so I'm trying not to mess with it anymore. Just live with it. See, it really makes a dent in your skin. So I don't think I'm using it the right way. Anywho, yeah, so the comments on Jeffree Star, that's what I was talking about. They are all like just kissing his ass, have nothing to do with the content. And that brings me to my next opinion, is that people who watch YouTube influencers, like beauty influencers that have products, literally do not buy the products for the sake of buying the product. They buy it for the person. I don't know why you would do that. I would buy music if I liked a musician for the sake of that person, you know? But like, as far as makeup, if there's something better out there, if there's better quality stuff out there, which there is, for every single YouTuber, there's pretty much any product on the stands is better. Why would you put your money into that? Why would you put stuff on your face that's not top of the line? You know, you're putting it on your freaking face. And a lot of the stuff you're eating too, like lipsticks and stuff like that, crap going all up in your eye and stuff. I even felt like I was taking a risk with ColourPop because it was just like kind of like a random Instagram brand. And shit, look at that. What is that? How did that happen? So annoying. Makeup is so irritating sometimes. Anyway, my hair's really getting on my nerves. So while this Fenty dries. Anyway, so yeah. Speaking of crappy brands and, you know, people who are not makeup anything's doing makeup stuff, making makeup products, Fenty Beauty is literally the only makeup brand that I would even consider, and I did consider it, and it is by far the only like entertainer from some different genre turned beauty whatever that is something more than not shit. Truly, honestly, and truly. I know they're made by who? I wrote it down. Kat Von D too, by the way. Like, I think her sub's pretty good too. Pretty solid. But, yeah. This company that Rihanna's Fenty is under has Dior, Bulgari, Dom Perignon, Hennessy, Fendi, Louis Vuitton, Marc Jacobs, and I think Sephora, as in 1997, they're a subsidiary of them. You know, this LMVH or whatever. Their stuff is bomb. I trust Fenty Beauty. It has never done anything to my face. There, as far as I know, hasn't been a recall of asbestos or hair or anything like that. I think people are insane who go buy stuff from just these random YouTubers. I officially am a random YouTuber right now. You would just take something I made, like in my bathroom or something, or in some crap ass lab, you have no idea, and then just buy it and then put it on your face or your lips, or I mean, that's just completely insane. Here's another opinion that's probably gonna not go over very well. But I think that for a brand, and the thing I love about makeup and beauty is that it is all inclusive and that anybody can do it, anybody can transform themselves. But for something that is overwhelmingly, you know, the consumer is female, they have a female customer base, I just think it's strange that almost every top YouTuber in this industry is a man. You know, he might be one kind of minority, like gay or queer or whatever, but you know what I was about to say. I'm not gonna say it. That was a mistake. But it's like just so many. It's not proportional to like who actually purchases makeup, and I think that's kind of nuts and just shows that this world is extremely still patriarchal and misogynistic. Anywhere that there's tons of money to be made, and is popular, it's like, I'm sorry, like white men always end up running it, and not just white men. Like there's Bretman Rocks, Patrick Starr. They'll allow a couple other men to come in, but I mean, James Charles, Jeffree Star, Manny MUA, that Mitchell guy, Thomas Halbert. I mean, I could just name so many. You could name a lot of other women beauty influencers too, but to me, it's just weird to me that the biggest ones especially are like all men. Like that what's up with that? That's freaking nuts. And I feel like it's not quite right. I don't think it's fair to the women's. We need some chances to represent ourselves. You know, I can get tips from a man, obviously, with makeup, but I can get better tips from a fellow female. That's what I'm trying to say. And so it's like, what's up with that? Why aren't there more females? Why are there like almost pretty much just as many big time or more, if not more, men than women? Even in this industry, this one industry we have that is like, you know, the customer base is dominated by women. Oh my God, it's already freaking 17 minutes. What the hell is wrong with me? Okay, speaking of Thomas Halbert, can somebody please explain to me what the hell happened? Like, what is the tea on tea? Like, I have literally tried twice. Once like some months ago, and then again in the past week, to figure out what the hell he did that is like, was just so abominable that he is like truly done. I feel like he's like really like one of the few YouTubers or people in general who have like truly gotten canceled. You know, I saw he just came out with a couple of videos. I never knew who he was before. I had never watched him before. I'd never watched most of these people before. When I look up makeup tips, I just look up the tips for that thing that I'm trying to use, like ColourPop, you know, Orange You Glad, and go that way. And like I said, just started watching Jeffree Star because I was trying to figure out why I just hated him so much without really like knowing who the hell he was, like about him. But yeah, this Thomas Halbert guy, he actually, to me, just from a glance, seems like he is somewhat genuine and like a little bit real. And he's actually attractive. Like a lot of these people are, I'm not trying to be mean, they're just not like the most good looking people, like with or without makeup. I feel like he has natural beauty. I feel like, you know, I don't know what's true, what's not true with some of his problems. I know he's been accused of using certain mental illnesses for attention or pity or whatever. I don't know what the deal is, but to me he seems like a fairly decent guy, you know, who just really messed up in some awful way. Like, I've got to know what this man has done because he's just been so banished and abandoned, it seems to me, you know, by this community. It would take a lot in other communities like the truther community to get that kind of treatment where like you were literally just not cared about anymore. Can't get into damn beauty con unless you apologize to somebody who's making fun of you, you know, just horrible, crazy things like that. So can somebody please give me the true tea? I have literally tried to look it up twice and I still don't get what happened. I watched his apology video. I watched his Where I've Been video. I don't get it. I have a feeling it has something to do with Jeffree Star doing his thing to like screw somebody up who is younger and has potential, like he seems to love doing. What else? Okay, I want to do in order who I think is forgivable and who I think is unforgivable. The things that they did or were accused of doing. Laura, not forgivable. Those comments were just plain old like racist. Those tweets, just for no reason. It's like, that's when you know you're racist. It's like when nobody even asked you and you're just like talking crap about a race. Like that is some weird crap. I don't just sit around and think like, you know, I just can't stand Asians, you know, like that's some weird stuff. Let me tweet about it, you know, like let me pick up my phone and publicly or even among friends talk badly about a race of people. That's just not something that even comes to my mind. So like you've got to have some issues if you do that. The stuff that Gabriel Zamora got called out for race-wise, not a problem with me. I didn't see any kind of issue with that. I'm not sure, you know, only he and God know if when he was accusing that guy of whatever he did, stealing, cheating, and he called him a nigga, like if he would have called him this nigga if he was another race or if he did that to be hurtful because of his race. Either way, I feel like his was not mean-spirited at all. Kathleen Light, don't feel like hers was mean-spirited at all. Shit, even that girl who's not a makeup artist or anything, Summer McKean or whatever, I think she was just like regular, average, racist white girl, like nothing out of the ordinary, you know what I mean? Like, just being like a racist white teenager, which is like, I think the average. Maybe not so much these days, maybe it's lessening. I think it might be lessening. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like that was pretty much forgivable. That Whoa Vicky stuff she was doing, I mean, that's what's popular right now. That's, she was making fun of the character, or, you know, whether it was in admiration or whatever, she was acting out a character who does stuff like that. Even when she was talking in the car, like all ghetto and stuff, I mean, that's how a lot of people record themselves, talking ghetto and crappy like that. Would it be wrong if I got in the car and was like, oh my God, can I have some Starbucks and like get lip implants and like wear Ugg boots? Would that be racist or prejudiced? Like, would that be unacceptable? Maybe if what she did was, it would be unacceptable. Who else? James Charles. The race stuff, absolutely not. I don't know. He was just also being a regular racist white dude, but without too much harm. It's still unacceptable though. A little bit higher on the not okay level. Jeffree Star, 100,000%. The worst. Chasing people around, calling them NBs multiple times. That was insane. Then the skit, I don't care what it was. I mean, we've all rehashed and discussed a million times. That fool is out of his mind. He is not a good person. I'm sorry. Like, people who are good don't think like that. They just don't. Like, that is just weird, you know? And I understand. I have been friends with even trans people walking down the street, and people have called my friend, called her, you know, names and been like, hey, you're a man, what the hell, da 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 da. And she didn't go around calling them, you know, NBs. So, like, what the hell? He's just such a dark person. It's frightening. What else? Brands and inclusivity. Let me straighten out. I kind of like, okay, this is what a lot of white influencers do that irritates my soul, including Jeffree Star, including James Charles, they talk about how Tarte or whatever brand, they're like, I can't believe them. You know, they only have 6 shades, or it's 50 shades of white, you know, and and that's just unacceptable. It's not approved. Okay, first of all, what makes you care? Since when did you care? Have you even had one black person, even in your video, have you even had a black person cleaning your kitchen, cleaning your pool? Like, you have nothing black in your life to show for it, as far as I can see from what you show in your life, you know? So what's up with that? Like, why do you all of a sudden care if Tarte or whichever brand, I don't want to like badmouth Tarte if that wasn't the brand that was semi-recently under fire in the past year or two. If you don't care or don't have any black friends, don't have any investment in anything black, why would you care? You know, you do nothing to support black people, black artists. You know, that Juvia's Place thing was just a freaking joke. It was just whatever. Probably some made up drama, who knows. But yeah, that's number one, WTF. Then the other thing is, these are white brands. They're white owned, white run, you know, white employees mostly, I'm sure, with the target audience of white people. That's the majority of brands in America. Okay? Example, Chanel. I love Chanel makeup. I wish I could love Chanel clothes, but actually the stuff I see most of the time doesn't impress me at all, clothing wise. They, like I said, I had my favorite shade for them for years. They ran out, or they didn't run out, excuse me. They stopped making it. I was warned, I bought several bottles. I was hoping to God they'd come back with a shade again that would suit me. They never did. And I was really upset. But how mad can I get at them? Because they are I believe they're a French brand made for white people. And mostly white people buy Chanel. So who am I to say, no, you must lose money making 40 shades for all the black people that aren't going to buy your products? Because I'm assuming the reason why that they canceled the shade, they're a business, first and foremost. This is capitalism, this is America, baby. I don't think somebody was like, you know what, I don't really like black people of this tone, so I'm gonna cancel that foundation color. No, honey. Not enough people are buying it. It just wasn't worth the investment to, you know, get a lab to make this color or whatever. That's why I'm sure they canceled the color that is mine. They still have other colors, like I said, like this darker color, but it's too dark for me and I have to mix it. It's a pain in the butt. And that's why I have to go venture out into the world again and find another foundation. That's why I'm so excited about this one. See, I'm oily faced, and with the powder, it's looking pretty good, right? So yeah, I just feel like outrage over brands not being completely inclusive when the brands are white owned, white operated, and their target audience is white is, I don't know if it's unfair. It just doesn't make sense in this world, the way our world works, the way our world is. You know, companies, the point is to make profit and to make more profit every year than the last. So if you have to save money by canceling colors or not using colors, not producing colors that are most likely not going to get bought, what do you want to do? You know, it's up to us to support or to not support them. Obviously, I still have an issue supporting Chanel because, I mean, their stuff is just great for me. You know, this powder is my tone. So, you know, whatever. You win some, you lose some. The only thing you can do is to try to start your own brands or not wear makeup or, you know, do something else. But to me, to force a company to be inclusive, to include you, a company that does not want to include you, forcing them to include you just sounds so silly to me and unnecessary. It's just strange. Why would you even want to buy from a company that doesn't want you? To me, that's very weird. Very, very weird. Speaking of companies, hold on. Do I have anything else to say even? Everything else is very mean. Let's see. Yeah, I think I got everything that I wanted to say just about the beauty community, just random thoughts. This is a very low energy video. I don't have very many videos in general, but I know this one is very low energy. It's because I'm very low energy today. It's been an exhausting week. And now that it's Labor Day, I'm just kind of like, ugh. But, I mean, my hopes for the online beauty community, the YouTube beauty community, is A, to stop being so flipping ugly. It has some of the ugliest on the inside people, some of the grittiest people, even though it's one of the most highest grossing money-making ventures you can do once you're successful in this genre. It just makes me sad, and I think it could be so much fun, you know. Rich Lux did a video the other day of Chanel's new makeup line, and it was just silly and fun. Little makeup review, trying out stuff. It just felt like how things should be. That being said, everything changes. Things change, especially as things become more corporate. I don't feel like people should be afraid of that change. I see like a lot of drama channels especially freaking out because like they're corporate drama channels. YouTube is, I'm pretty sure, owned by Google. It's a corporation. It is money first, and whoever makes the most money first. Things aren't always going to change. You're going to have to innovate, you guys. You know, you're going to change with the times. The beauty about the internet is that there are almost infinite ways to make money, express yourself. There's always something new coming up. You have to just adjust to those things. And with that, I don't feel like I need to make some other summary suggestion thing. I don't like that unless I have something important to say. So I'm just gonna peace out now. Love you guys. Bye.